What up, Clipper Nation? Good to be with you guys. Back at Intuit Dome. Been so long. 18 hours, maybe. I'm not tired. I'm not complaining. This is where I want to be. Big game tonight. Clippers will be missing some guys, to say the least, but just opens opportunities up for others. People are hating on me in the chat. Different chat. Did this tweet finally go through? Yeah, I think we're good. We good? All right, we got La Murray coming on from the Athletic. We got Carlo Jimenez on the call. We got the Clippers taking on the Timberwolves, who have won 2 straight over the LA teams. First beating the Clippers 93-92 last Friday, and then Monday night taking down the Lakers in Minnesota. So now they're on the West Coast visiting LA Clippers. Clippers need to exact some revenge because this is a week filled with revenge games. They got one last night. They beat Portland after the Trailblazers beat them early in the season. Then they got Houston on Sunday here, who beat them twice. Then they got Denver. Okay, Denver's going to be the team looking for revenge in that situation because the Clippers beat them twice. What up? Alex Webb was first in here. Game time. Let's make it 10 straight at home. The Dome is home. What's his face music said, yo, we're out here. Big game. We outside? Brian said, yo, Adam, thanks for all the work you do. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate you. Prepare Jake thinks that's a plant or something. He doesn't believe somebody said that. Like his glasses just fell off. he almost fell out of his chair and started rolling down the aisle to the court, just aghast at the fact that somebody actually likes me. 10 straight. 10 straight. I'm 10 toes down on 10 straight. Will Big Brother Jake give another prediction? We'll see. Steve said no Norm, no problem.
No point prediction tonight, buddy.
Nothing?
I'm not feeling it, so I can't do it.
Oh, wow.
I do feel like the Clippers will win this game, though. I will say that much.
You do feel like that? Okay.
I do feel a victory.
I'll take that.
But points, no.
You a little gun shy after what happened last night?
Not at all. You know, I'll give a score.
Maybe it's
all
time
day.
to bounce back, you know?
Okay, 111.99 Clippers win.
Wait a second, I've heard this before. I have a deja vu.
All over again.
Deja Zoo. Zoo against Gobert tonight. Zoo cooked him in Minnesota. Coach Lou was asked about it pregame. How Beats Zubas didn't get more shots up. And La Murray asked that question. It was a good one. We'll talk about that in the pregame show. I asked Coach Lou a question. We'll get to that too. Jeremy Mormon said, statement game. Let's go. What's his face music said, took a while, Adam, but you grew on us, brother. LOL. 7 years. Michael Torres said, how many miles did you get in today? Actually, none. I just did a leg lift, but it was a good lift. You got to mix it up. Just run every day. You're going to run yourself into the ground. Brian said, shout out to Big Bro Jake, too. Love his words of wisdom. Now I know this guy's
not
a bot.
Not a plant or a bot. Thank you for the love.
Bro, that was...
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. It was him.
I don't know now.
So
I trust you.
Right here.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I don't appreciate Adam.
I can tell.
Oh, you'll know. You'll feel my wrath.
Easy. I'm excited for this ball game, Clipper Nation. Alex Webb said the other team is getting demolished. It's so bad. That has me in a good mood. I got to be honest. I am guilty as charged, a Laker hater. Lakers score is 110-74 with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. My God. Michael said a mile a day keeps the doctor a day. A cheesy rhyme a day. It's an Apple Day thing. Steve said, appreciate these pregame streams, Adam. Appreciate you, Steve. You in the building tonight? Who's in the building tonight? That's in the chat. Who's coming to the Dome? Who's going to give Minnesota that work?
Everybody that's in the building, Adam's going to pay for all your food and drinks.
Except it's
That's
not.
that's what you told me.
It's actually Jake. That,
No. Didn't you say that earlier?
No, Jake's the high roller.
Are you
over
sure?
here.
Oh, I'm not the high roller.
You see
Just
the
because I
truck
work a
he's
lot
got?
of jobs
You see
doesn't
the
mean
truck
anything.
he's got.
My truck is dope though. I work hard for it. That and alimony, but you know. Sorry, chat. I'll leave y'all alone. Adam's the best.
No, tell him some more. Big Brother Jake podcast is up. Let's go.
I'm retired from that. And Adam won't have me as a guest on his show
I
anymore.
literally
so.
had you on this summer. You were one of the first guests.
You were scared because I was going off on Paul George so hard.
I wasn't scared. I just had to
Had to be careful. I know.
I rolled away in my chair for a second. Oh.
That's the problem with being like no fear. I should have some kind of fear.
At least fear God.
I'd always.
Wisdom is pure.
Amen, brother. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Without God, I'm nobody. Amen. I hear Colin in the back. Amen, Colin.
Michael, Terrence
Let's
Mann will be reevaluated in 3 weeks. Reevaluated in 3 weeks. Kobe Brown reevaluated in 2 weeks. He's got the lower back injury. Terrence Mann has the fractured middle finger on his left hand. Axie said, we eating cookies tonight at the Dome. I may have had one. What's his face music said, no, we love Jake. LOL, keep coming on. Jeremy said Tyler cursed the team. That's funny. No Norm, no Man, no KPJ, no Kawhi. Lots of guys out. Let me check my notes here. I don't know about James Harden playing 48. I think Bones might even play real minutes tonight, guys. If Bones doesn't play some real minutes tonight, I don't even know, man. He's so far out of the rotation then. Cam Christie and Trenton Flowers have been called up. So, yes, it's possible. You never know what you might see tonight. It's Amir Coffee time. It's Miller time. It could be Christie time. It could be Trenton Flowers time. Clippers are down many men. Many, 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 many men. Lord, I don't cry no more. Thomas is right. They do lead the Pacific. The Pac Div. Pregame show starting in 4 minutes, guys. Appreciate you all in here. A little bit tired, but I'm going to hit the caffeine hard. Thanks to myself for the 5-hour energy that I brought. Oh, and this Diet Coke that Big Bro brought me. It's not nothing. Let's get the young guns opportunity. As long as it means you're still being competitive and trying to win, I'm all for it. But it may just be out of necessity tonight. See that Lakers score? How about you see that Lakers score? What did it end up being? I don't know. They're down by like 30. Yeah. It's only getting worse. Yeah, I don't think they'll play hard in too many minutes. I don't. After he played the entire second half the other night against Denver, I think Bones is going to play some. And I don't just mean garbage time minutes. In fact, I'm watching Bones work out right now. He's out there with Big Zoo. Bones top side, Big Zoo left block. Getting some floaters up. He cooked Gobert last time. 8 of 9. Why only 9? We'll talk about that coming up with Bob Murray. Show starts in 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. If he gets these minutes, he better take advantage of them. This is the most obvious spot for Bones to actually get some significant, consequential minutes tonight. Please, Bones. As a skeleton key holder, I need him to step up. Yeah, Bones was taking some long shots there. I believe in Bones, though. You know that. Starting in a second here, guys. More. Here we go. Welcome into Clippers Countdown. As your 14-9 LA Clippers are back at Intuit Dome tonight for the back end of a back-to-back and are back to playing the Minnesota Timberwolves for the second time in 5 days as the R&R Revenge and Retribution Tour continues, where tonight the Clippers can get their lick back against a Wolves team that beat them by 1 last Friday night in Minnesota. A game where the Clippers led by 4 with 4 minutes left, but they would score just 2 points the rest of the way and lose 93-92 to a Wolves team that has now won 2 in a row and looks to have that defensive instinct from last year back intact after sweeping the LA teams at home. But not many have survived a trip out here to LA, and specifically Inglewood, where the Clippers extended their hot streak at home to 9 with a win over the Blazers last night. Norman Powell with those 30 points in just 25 minutes. He was 5 of 7 from 3. The Clippers as a whole knocked down 19 three-pointers, and they would win big with a 127-105 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers, their 9th straight right here at Intuit Dome. Here was Coach Lou postgame. This Clippers team always looking to improve. Tonight with a victory, they can improve to 15-9 on the season and get a little bit of payback against a Timberwolves team that beat them by 1 in Minnesota last Friday night. Tip-off here at Intuit Dome is just about 59 minutes away. Clippers taking on the Timberwolves. Coming up, you're going to hear from assistant coach Brian Shaw. La Murray of The Athletic will be here as well. But up next is your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. How's that, Chad? Hey, look who it is. The guy decided to show up today.
Wow. Did you hear that, Jake? That's crazy. What the wildest part about that is I was here.
This is not true. It's not true.
It is true.
It's true,
Jake's been
yeah.
lying on my name for a
No.
long
Dude,
time.
you said
I heard
it.
it.
You said it to me.
Yeah, he said it.
We don't need him here. I'll
When's the
do it
last
on
time I
myself.
talked to you?
You said I'll write it and we'll do it live. That was what you said.
I think that was somebody else.
Don't ever make me to be out to be a liar, Adam.
I don't have to make you out to be one.
You know what?
You
I'm
just are
done.
one.
You're not gonna hear from me the rest of the night either.
Wow.
Is it Christmas already?
No, dude. Look up.
What up, chat?
What up, chat?
I gotta wake up.
You got a name for your chat? You got to come up with that. Like your fan.
You have to have
you know,
You
fans.
can't just call him chat.
He always says Clipper Nation, but I feel like we need something better. It's like-
What's wrong? What's better than Clipper Nation?
I think you just come up with like an Adam Oslin thing. You know what I mean?
Adam doesn't
Like
respect
the,
his
like
fans.
the Ben Maller militia type thing.
Yeah, like your Clippers talk and your fans are the mouths.
Jim Rome's clones.
Something.
Rack 'em.
I think there's potential here.
Incredible.
I think there's potential here.
I like chat.
Who says JJ Redick's in the hot seat? It's like game 4.
Hey, bro. Times are hard.
The Adam Aussies? Okay.
They're all Australian. Clippers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back in. This is Clippers Countdown. I'm Adam Oslin. Tip-off is just about 58 minutes away. Still to come, you're going to hear from assistant coach Brian Shaw, but joining the show now is our old friend, Carlo Jimenez. Back at it again, 17, 18 hours ago. We were right here. Carlo, good to see you.
Great to see you, Adam. Great to see you. I did see you on my YouTube screen this morning, as I do almost every time I pull up YouTube, as I see your face on it.
With something new, right?
Yeah, that is very true. It is always something new. So it's good to see you again. Good to see you again. Happy to be here.
Let's get after it. Clippers have won 9 straight here at Intuit Dome. They've been throwing down with the opposition and landing some haymakers here and there. Going to need a big one to take down the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. But last night against Portland, Clippers would win in decisive fashion. Led by as many as 26, won by 22, final score 127-105. And this is a team over the last couple of games that has knocked down 37 three-pointers at high volume. And it was Norman Powell and Amir Coffey who really got hot from distance last night, Carlo.
The gravity of Norman Powell, Adam, is opening up this Clipper offense like to another level I don't think many of us even saw was possible since he returned from that hamstring injury. They are playing elite basketball because he's forcing so much attention. James Harden's forcing so much attention, and guys are just getting wide open warm-up jumpers from outside the arc, especially in the corners for three, where for Amir Coffey, that is just target practice all day. The Clippers really finding their offensive motor. What's been so impressive is for the most of the season, Adam, this has been a team that was bottom 5 offensively, and they were a top 5 defense, but they were bottom 5 offensively. Since Norman Powell has come back, though, in these 2 games, they've been one of the best offenses in the NBA.
Yeah, and over the last 10 games where they're 8-2, we talked with Coach Lou about this pregame, but they're 11th offensively, and he credited them taking better care of the basketball and getting up more threes from beyond the arc, being the difference makers there. Of course, James Harden, always a difference maker. 23 points, 7 assists, did have 4 turnovers, but some really timely buckets, including a buzzer beater from distance over a double-team topside to end that third quarter, to where he then started the fourth to help put the final nail in the coffin of the Portland Trailblazers.
And I know James Harden tells Ty Lue he never tires, but we're going to see that tested here tonight against this Minnesota team. What's been so impressive about Harden, Adam, is he knows when to take over. I think there's a real feel for the game with him. When this Clipper team needs to find a way to get a bucket, they need an opportunity to get end a run that an opposing team is going on. Harden has timely shots, timely passes, time after time, really, for this Clipper group. Remember the triple team at the top of the arc. He throws a behind the back pass, a hockey assist to Amir Coffey, who knocks down a 3. Clippers really operating at a high level with Harden orchestrating on the offensive end. And the more games he plays, he just looks more comfortable in this role.
Couple of really good underrated performances I felt like last night. In the second quarter, I don't know if they'd be leading at the half if it wasn't for those last 6 minutes from Derrick Jones Jr., where he had 3 dunks, explosive, high-energy plays, a layup, a three-pointer, was making it happen for himself, a swipe and score on one of those dunks. Just some electric scoring from Derrick Jones Jr. in that second quarter.
And it all starts with his defensive duo and Chris Dunn. I mean, how many of those dunks are because Dunn's getting a steal, he's getting a deflection, or because Dunn's hounding the basketball and the pass is a little wide and Derrick Jones Jr. with the takeaway? Listen, I know they call Asar Thompson and Tari Eason the Terror Twins over there in Houston. I think the Clippers need a nickname for Chris Dunn and Derrick Jones Jr. There's so much to do there with the letter D. The alliteration is off the chain. You just got to figure out which word you want to put in front, Adam. I know we're workshopping a lot of names right now on multiple things, but I feel like those two, especially last night, just caused so much chaos for Anthony Simons, who had come in off one of his best games of his quarters, really, of his NBA season, and then was a non-factor for Portland.
Well, you've had the dungeon for Chris Dunn. Some have said Dungeons and Dragons for those two together. Not terrible.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, Dragons are in right now. House of the Dragon here at Intuit Dome, basically.
Yeah.
So in the third quarter, another really underrated performance. Mo Bamba comes in around the 6 minute mark and made his presence felt. He had 3 blocks, a couple of steals, was just playing so hard on the defensive end.
I mean, this is somebody who's had 2 or more blocks in the last 5 games, Adam. He's been an interior presence for this Clipper team. It's going to be so important against Rudy Gobert on the other side for Minnesota. But Mo Bamba also feels like when he steps out to shoot the 3, the Clippers have not had a guy who can shoot the 3 from the 5 spot in quite some time. And he is allowing this group to play with even more spacing with that second unit. With no Kevin Porter Jr. for a couple of games now, the Clippers have missed their ball handler with that second group. But because Bamba's able to step out to the 3-point line, that space to operate is so much wider, so these guys who don't usually dribble the basketball have more room to try to find an angle to get downhill. Mo Bamba changing things defensively and offensively for this Clipper team, and what a huge upgrade he has been. I mean, Kai Jones hadn't played basketball in a year. We saw him work through some growing pains. Mo Bamba, though, this is somebody who could probably start on some teams in the NBA playing big minutes for the Clippers.
You mentioned getting downhill. I started to think of course, Jordan Miller, 6 of 9 from the field. He had 14 points. And this young man has a huge opportunity coming up. We had the unfortunate news with Terrence Mann, that broken or fractured left middle finger. And Norman Powell's going to be out tonight. Load management with that left hamstring injury going on. He just returned. He's been on a minutes restriction. You don't want to play him in a back-to-back right now. No KPJ still. He's got an ankle injury. So Jordan Miller played 24 minutes last night. They might need that and then some tonight against Minnesota.
Yeah, the Clippers after this game are going to hit the ice tubs hard with all the injuries they have right now. Down 6 guys for this contest. But Jordan Miller, what impresses me so much about him, Adam, is there's a composure and a level-headedness that you don't often see in a lot of players in his position. Somebody who's trying to find some sort of rotation while also playing within the system of the team. He started his basketball career as a 3-star recruit where he spent 3 seasons at George Mason, transfers over to Miami, and then has to spend 2 years there. He's a 5-year college guy who at this point last year had maybe appeared in 1 Clipper game, was spending most of his time with Ontario in the G League, now San Diego Clippers. Jordan Miller, though, understands what's in front of him and that all he can do is attack what's in front of him. And he continues to show that poise, that veteran leadership. He even said post-game he was talking to guys like Kawhi and James, trying to get some tips so he can feel like this is a normal experience. But with the injury to Terrence Mann, I think we're going to see Jordan Miller. We've seen him in 7 straight games, and it feels like, well, that's a big deal, 7 in a row. We just might see him every night at this point. He might become a part of the rotation. He was the first guy off the bench last night.
Yeah, and he has been very good in a small role that is going to be lengthened out a little bit and extended tonight, especially with all the guys out for the Clippers. They're taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Carlo Jimenez is on the call, and up next, he's got his one-on-one conversation with assistant coach Brian Shaw right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. What up, Beto? Is this the real Beto Duran? My guy's got to get ready for a post-game show. That's not going to be an easy one, I think. We've all been there. Yo, yo. Beto. My guy, thank you. I appreciate it. 7 days a week over here on Clippers Talk. The people demand it now. There's nothing I can do. I potted on Thanksgiving. I'll be potting on Christmas. No days off. Trying to be like you. Got that dog in me. Oh. Beto said, Carlo! Big brother Jake Warren over here, Beto. Clippers and Minnesota Timberwolves tipping off here at Intuit Dome 47 minutes from now. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Oslin. This is the official pregame show of your Los Angeles Clippers. It's Clippers Countdown. Still to come. We're going back in time in Clippers Rewind. But first, let's go back over to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez.
Okay, there's a young Clipper drinking right there. Let's go. Got the moves, got the knee pads, got the crossover and everything, okay? That's called game face right there. Well, hello there. All right, are you ready? Jesus Christ. Where you guys at? Are you sharing? On the wall? Can you say anything about popcorn? Can you say popcorn? Can you say anything about popcorn? I got you. Maybe. Oh yeah, the item of the day. The item of the game right there. Team. Hold on, let me see your LA again. Was it backwards? Was it, let me see your LA. Okay, look good. Most people do it backwards. You know what's up. He's got the great Smith. I see him. And the hard hat rapper. Got the Christmas hat. I see number 2. And we see all the glitter on the way. Hold on. Did you do that on your own? Did you add? Oh, she did it. You bedazzled everything. We need to get your number. She said, absolutely.
Tonight is Jewish Heritage Night, and we're proud to be joined by LA Star and Sinai Akiva Academy. To learn more about how your group can make the most of game day with exclusive experiences like the prime time performance you'll see from Sinai Akiva Academy. To watching pregame warm-ups and more, just visit Clippers.com.
There was Carlo Jimenez pregame there with assistant coach Brian Shaw. B. Shaw, Clippers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just 43 minutes away as the Clippers try to make it 10 straight victories here at Intuit Dome. The Dome is home, no doubt about it. They got to get through Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves to do so. Coming up next, we'll go back in time and Clippers Rewind right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Oh, my guy, Julio Machida in Italy. It's 3:48 in the morning there. Let's take this dub. If you're going to stay up that late, they better get the dub, right? Axie said DJ and Dunn should be called Wingstop. I mean, we've had the Wingstop name. Lose times. Nobody has played more games than us this year. He ain't lying. Carlo, what'd you say? 21 in 36 days?
It's the least amount of rest in the NBA since October 30th.
But tomorrow, things are about to change. Who's got better than us? Nobody.
The LA Clippers Foundation Game Night Auction is online. Text Clippers to 76278 to win autographed items from your favorite.
Do I have?
All donations benefit the LA Clippers Foundation, supporting local youth organizations. Remember, it closes at 9:30.
Colin, you doing all right? Doing all right, man. A little bit tired today. Mostly just of Jake.
Hey fans, please go ahead and take a look at the Halo board as we recognize all members winners of the 2024-25
Can't be honest anymore.
program operated by 11 Sports Media.
What up, chat? How we feeling about tonight?
Don't you mean the Adams family?
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
I thought that was a good nickname.
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
The Golden State Warriors are coming to the Intuit Dome December 27th. Be here in person for this epic West Coast rematch.
Clippers and Minnesota Timberwolves tipping off here at Intuit Dome 40 minutes from now. Welcome back. I'm Adam Osland. Coming up, we'll get to your player to watch here on Clippers Countdown. But first, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind. Back to November 11th of 2013, the movie Dallas Buyers Club was in theaters, where Matthew McConaughey and Jared Leto both won Academy Awards for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor. On the radio was the song Royals by Lorde, which is kind of a big deal. The Clippers, they were taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it was a battle between two of the best power forwards in the game.
Then donate a toy. Thank you for your support. Hey, Clipper Nation, you can be a part of the action all season long with a season membership. Enjoy ultimate flexibility. Attend each game with the same great seats, share with friends, or even resell if you can't make it. Plus, a season membership guarantees you first and live access to playoff tickets.
Great Ralph Lawler on the call there. It was an epic back and forth between the two bigs. Kevin Love finished with 21, 19, and 7 assists. Blake Griffin had 25, 10, and 5 assists. And oh, yeah, the Clippers came through with a 109-107 victory over the Timberwolves back in 2013 at Staples Center. Tonight, here at Intuit Dome, the Clippers try to make it 10 straight victories. They're taking on Minnesota. Tip-off is just about 38 minutes away. And up next, your player to watch. Plus, we got La Murray in just a bit right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. He gave the Lakers the belt tonight. 40-point whooping. Belt to ass game. As Pat Bev would say. I love that. Y'all hating on the Lakers. We got a Clippers game to worry about. I mean, I was hating earlier too.
You were so focused, I couldn't talk to you. Hey, I'm watching the game. That's
I
what
was
he
just
said.
looking for an excuse to ignore you, bro.
You don't need one. Just tell me don't talk to you. I'll gladly ignore you. No problem.
You did go sit way over there for a bit.
Yeah, because it's crowded over here. So I'm a big guy. I need space.
It do be crowded over here.
Oh, wow.
We really get to know each other up here.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Good thing I shower.
You can tell what Jake had last
Hey,
week
guys.
for breakfast and what Adam's deodorant is.
At least I'm wearing some, right?
I wear it too. I wear some
Jake
Mighty
smells
Fine cologne.
really good, guys.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
alive.
Nice.
That's that Mount Blanc, baby.
I never sat next to you and thought, that doesn't smell good.
I shower
These
twice
are the
a day.
two lovebirds over here,
Smells
guys.
good over here, guys.
Don't be mad that we got love for each other, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
This world needs some more love.
Yeah, you definitely need more love.
Needs now. Love, sweet love. Lakers lost by 41. Oh my God. We're not live, are we? I'm surprised Beto made an appearance in here. What's up, Biz? He won't wave. See, he won't wave. Look at this guy. He's too proud. Clippers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. Here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Osland. Clippers on the second night of a home back-to-back. They took down the Portland Trail Blazers last night, 127-105. While we have a moment, though, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Coming up, we'll have Lob Murray of The Athletic on, but first, well, you know I had to pick my guy Jordan Miller tonight before I let Carlo pick his player to watch. As Carlo Jimenez did mention earlier that he's played in 7 straight games for the Clippers. Had 14, could have been more. Missed a couple of good looks during garbage time last night against Portland, but 6 of 9 shooting, still very efficient. In fact, it's the exact same percentage he shot against Denver, 66.7%. The game before that, where he had 8 points early in the second quarter, went right at Aaron Gordon, getting downhill, making things happen. He's got great balance and touch with that floater, with that push shot. It feels like it's going in each and every time. It is a rarity when he misses that. That is a patented floater from Jordan Miller, and it's gotten him out there on the court, but he's talked about staying out there on the court, and that means you got to play well on the defensive end. I counted 3 times where they went at him, hunted him a little bit, and were able to get a couple of layups on him, the Portland Trailblazers last night, that is. He's got to be ready for that because he could be perceived as, at times, as the weak link defensively. Jordan Miller just has to step up on that end because offensively is all there. This guy's got the no-dip threes, but the floater, the 5 to 9 foot range is really special from him. He also had a great no-look pass to Terrence Mann last night for that tough reverse layup. Get healthy, T-Man. My player to watch tonight, with all the guys being out, Jordan Miller. I would not be surprised if he goes for 15 plus. I'm going to say he goes for 20 or more. Clippers taking on the Timberwolves here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 34 minutes away. Coming up, we got your injury report in Lob Murray of The Athletic right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Yeah, give it to me. Give me that sweet. Carlo doing his cruel intentions pose. Somebody said the way Carlo looked behind me, he was doing his cruel intentions pose. That hit. Oh, that's good. Chat, you're too nice with it. Here comes the man. You don't got to hop the gate. Oh, good to see you. Grab those. What happened? You sick?
Not sure. I'll just sit here, I guess.
We got like 2 minutes here.
Cool.
Got to do this damn injury report, and I think it's lengthy. Guys, and Law, we're live, just so you know, kind of, in the chat area. But I got to remember to tell people that now. In case you're about to drop some big Kawhi Leonard news or something like that, which would be fine. I saw Joe Ingles shooting earlier. Guess he's still out.
Don't worry about anybody else. This is all on you. Don't worry about anybody else. Come on. Do what you want to do. There you go. Give me something else.
What are you going to do with all your time off, Law?
It's fake. It's fake. I can't say much about this week. Next week, I'm excited for it.
Can't believe it. 3 games in 13 days?
It's needed. It's very needed.
I don't believe it. The NBA is going to schedule something.
Did you guys do your homework before you got here? Oh, they froze. They both froze. They were like,
Clippers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just about 33 minutes away. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Moslin. This is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your Los Angeles Clippers. Coming up, we got Lob Murray of The Athletic. But first, let's get your injury report brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, download the app today and use code KLAC to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Still no Kawhi Leonard. No Norman Powell, injury management on that left hamstring. No Kevin Porter Jr. still with that ankle injury. Hence, Jordan Miller, my player to watch. As for the Minnesota Timberwolves, We'll be without Joe Ingles. I don't think Clipper Nation will be missing him. He's out with a calf injury. Coming up next, someone we have missed. La Murray of The Athletic is here. We'll ask him about some of these injuries going on, including the one to Terrence Mann. That's going to be reevaluated in 3 weeks with that fractured left middle finger. La Murray next from The Athletic here on Clippers Countdown on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. I knew I was forgetting one of them. I can't keep track.
Forgetting who?
I didn't mention Mann at first with the injuries.
I mean, that's the most significant.
I
Right?
know. It happened on the DJ or who ripped him.
Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
No, I saw like he was down.
Hit the floor.
Mo didn't want to.
Look at this freaking guy. What is this? What is this? Y'all see this, man? Hey, you want to know his body fat percentage? Brian Seaman got me pretty good yesterday with a stupid picture of me eating a cookie at the cookie bar, saying, "Oh, did you see?
Nah.
Check this out. You guys snipe me." What a bad guy, right, chat? Laughing at me as I'm trying to get to 10% body fat, but he caught me slipping at the cookie bar. Said 10% body fat or 100% body fat.
That's called accountability right there.
I didn't ask for an accountability partner, all right? It sure as hell wouldn't be Brian Seaman. Look at him eating that burger over there. It does look good, though.
Some people do ask for it and some people don't. I can't say that no one asks for it. But a lot of time it comes when you don't ask for it. I will say that.
This is true. You see that Lakers score?
Oh yeah, I've said all that I'm going to say about the Lakers for a while.
What have you said?
If I put the energy to put a graphic together, then that speaks volumes about my investment in what I had.
Look at the Hamburglar over here. Hey, where'd you get that? Downstairs?
Yep, you get it delivered to the door. Like, I love
What do you mean they delivered it to you?
What, forward or backwards?
Like, this is the thing now?
What do you think?
It looks pretty damn good.
Forward. Or
Hey, I've been a fan of you since after.
Clipper Nation, welcome back in. It's all happening here at Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Moslem. This is Clippers Countdown. If you're watching on the YouTube side, you're seeing the czar of the telestrator behind us, Mike Fratello, speaking with a fan. We got Brian Seaman here. He's got a burger. And La Murray of The Athletic is joining us in the Media Roundtable segment. La, good to see you.
It's good to see you. This is a very square table.
Not enough room for the round table that we need.
It's a rectangle. That's what it is.
Some people are colorblind. I'm shape blind, actually. That's my problem right here.
I think that'll help you out, actually.
Let's talk about this Clippers team that's going to need a lot of help tonight because they got plenty of guys out. No T-Man, no Norman Powell, no KPJ. Is Jordan Miller going to get 30-plus minutes? Like, what are we looking at?
We're looking at a team that we have not seen at any point ever, not even in the preseason, really. We're used to seeing Kevin as a ball handler. Terrence was a starter for this team, and then he was starting to really pick it up as a second unit player. And obviously we know what Norman has been doing as the top scorer on this team. So there's a lot on James Harden and if it's a Zubats, someone's going to have to emerge. I think Jordan, that's kind of easy. I'm really thinking of someone like Bones Island or, dare I say it, Cam Christie. The team needs somebody who can make shots, who can defend. Not saying Cam is someone I'd count on to defend right now. He's just getting his feet wet in the G League. But, either this rotation is going to be significantly shortened on 0 days rest, or some guys are going to play that you've never seen before. Some lineups, some combinations are going to be out there that you've never seen before. Some guys are going to get responsibility that you haven't seen before. So the green light is on Jordan. Jordan had a nice game last night, but Norman Powell was like yeah, I'm on him for only shooting 1 3-pointer, which that was a hell of a 3-pointer, by the way. Triple team James Harden, top of the key, and it gets swung over to Jordan. So those are nice threes, but someone's going to have to generate some offense and be able to guard, and I'm interested to see who Tulu picks to do those things.
The great La Murray of The Athletic is our guest here in the media rectangle table here. Pregame, Clippers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, La, you brought up Bones Highland. People ask me all the time, why isn't Bones playing more? Why isn't he out there? Is it a minutes crunch? Or is it something going on where people like to allude to the fact that maybe he's in the doghouse after what happened at the All-Star break or right around the trade deadline when he was sent home with PJ Tucker this past year?
Yeah, I'm not going to focus on the latter because there's no real reason to do that. It's a new season, and I think guys should get the benefit of the doubt going forward. I do think that the previous games that you've seen has spoken more to the lineups and the way the Clippers just want to play. You know, they're not playing. The only small guard playing is Norm. You can't really count Norm as a small guard. He's got a extraordinary wingspan. He's strong as hell. Chris Dunn, but Chris is another guy who's extremely strong, very athletic for a guy who's 30 years old. And you know what you're getting out of him defensively. He's a dog on that end. Respectfully, we don't really talk about Bones in that way. We talk about Bones as a guy who has juice on the ball, right? Even Kevin Porter Jr., he's been that guy until he sprained his ankle in Minnesota Friday night, as a guy who, even if he's struggling with a shot, he's going to handle the ball, he's going to cut, and he's going to defend and rebound. Like, they're not giving up positional size with Kevin on the floor. They have emphasized that this year. They've always emphasized that over Lawrence Frank.
Yeah.
So they don't have the luxury of just saying, hey, we don't have guys. Like, now it's like, if you don't play Bones, it's even more of a choice to not play him. Because you don't really have the depth to fill out a 9-man rotation, let alone the 10-man group that the Clippers have been rolling out lately. So, it's up to Bones to just, if he does get an opportunity, to say what I think he's been capable of, which is to show more of his gifts than the things that hold him back. That's what opportunity is. When guys do get hurt unexpectedly, Terrence's injury is unexpected, Kevin's injury is unexpected, guys are going to maybe get an opportunity to play. And when you get that opportunity, you can't look back. So we'll see what we get.
Terrence Mann will be reevaluated in 3 weeks, coming off the fractured left middle finger. So I may be biased, but I felt like we had the best questions pregame to Coach Lou. You asked him about Ivica Zubac and how he can get him the ball more and just be more of a focal point, like in a game where he was 8 of 9 against Rudy Gobert Friday night in Minnesota, and he was really cooking out there. What was the gist of the answer that Coach Lou gave you that you could translate for the crew here?
Yeah, I mean, with a player like Zoo, it's not a matter of, okay, the players need to do it. Sometimes it is the coaches. So I'm going to just say that Tyronn Lue's going to take that on him and the accountability on him. The reality is he got, 9 shots in that game? Not all 9 of those shots were even planned shots. We're talking about a tip-in, right? At last minute of the fourth quarter. We're talking about one play where Zoo ran a damn post route almost and caught a ball from James Harden, an advanced pass, and dunked it. We rarely see Zoo look like Montrezl Harrell out there,
I don't mind it. Some Monster Zoo.
Yeah, like Zoo hustled. Like, I don't count offensive rebounds and transition opportunities as planned half-court opportunities, but it's hard to get Zoo touches. Like, you got to call plays for a guy like if it's a Zubac. You got to say, hey, we're going to run pick and roll, or even more, we're going to start games with a post touch, or we're going to come out of a timeout and we're going to draw something up so that somebody sets a screen and Zoo can just kind of come off that screen, and when he catches it, he's not having to use 5 dribbles to back down. He can get the ball, maybe a 1 power move, and he's already at the backboard, right? And that is intentional stuff from a coach. And so, if you take Tyronn Lue's word for it, then it's on him to call more of those plays and to drill that more. You might need that. Again, someone's got to put the ball in the basket. This team barely dropped 90 in Minnesota with Kevin Porter Jr. and Terrence Mann. So you need more guys. You need more opportunities. The hard thing about Zoo is because he doesn't have that shooting range, because he doesn't get to the free throw line at a high rate, he doesn't. There's a small area of where he can affect you on the floor in the half court. But that being said, especially if he's going to play well against Rudy Gobert and have the confidence that he has in the post. You got to find him more often than he was able to get the ball Friday night.
Do you think this Minnesota team has relocated their identity defensively over the last couple of games against LA teams?
I mean, if you get to play a team 5 games in their 5th game in 7 days, like the Lakers Monday night, or coming at the end of that Thanksgiving road trip like the Clippers last Friday, then yeah, it might look pretty damn good for you. You know, let's be real. I'm not going to give the Timberwolves too much credit here. The Timberwolves were a play away from losing that game Friday, and so give them credit for making enough plays to win it, right? Give them credit for handling the business that they handled Monday night, hosting the Lakers when the Lakers are down bad. Now tonight is more of a test. It's like, can you get consistency? Can you get a win streak going? I don't think the Timberwolves are a bad defense. They're just not the defense that led the league last year. That's a difference. Their offense is, around where it was last year. The Timberwolves, people are going to react to them like the team they were last year. But if you look at the team they were the year before that, or the first time Chris Finch ran a Timberwolves training camp, they split their first 20 games both of those seasons as well. So, like, a team like Minnesota is going to have their ups and downs. They have volatile personalities. They are heavily reliant on threes. Like, that's just how they play. Like, they got new guys. Not just new guys, but guys who are strong personalities with things that are on their minds away from the floor. They're humans. So, being that they're humans, you get some ups and you get some downs. Tonight will reveal a lot about them. This is a rest advantage game for them. They know that they barely won. They can be better. They know that they had some bad body language even Friday night when they won. So we're going to see what they're about in a game that they might be more talented, but talent only means so much through 3 quarters.
I hope they're human at the free throw line like teams have been here at Intuit Dome. You had the stat law talking about how low the opponent's free throw shooting percentage is. It's about as low as it's been in 10 years if it held up at this point, around, 72.3% from the free throw line?
Right.
Do you attribute that to this creation here by Steve Ballmer and the wall? Is that what you're seeing?
Heck yeah. Absolutely. And I don't need nobody to sponsor me for that either. Like, what else are you going to attribute it to? Like, we never talk about free throw defense or anything like that. It's like judging an NFL's team's ability to make field goals or to prevent field goals. Like, unless you're blocking it, you're not talking about it. You're just hoping that the wind blows the right way for you. You're praying.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's doing. So you got your little spirit fingers over there at the wall, and, shout out to the wall, But you know what? Shout out to the bungalows, too, because I feel like teams shoot worse over there than they do over in front of all the activity at the wall. So, it's this whole building. I think it is real. These guys have such a routine when it comes to shooting. As a shooter myself, like, it's like, man, I dance with like somebody with no rhythm, man. So like when I'm in rhythm, don't touch me. And when I get out of rhythm, I'm just hoping to get back in the rhythm. So I know every shooter knows exactly what I'm talking about. You never been in the building before, you got to feel like you're used to it. And the first time around, a lot of these teams, they haven't been used to it.
Congrats, Clippers faithful. You're doing your part here, according to the free throw numbers by the opposition here at Intuit Dome. He is La Murray of The Athletic. Broke the story earlier about Terrence Mann being reevaluated in 3 weeks from that left middle finger injury. Follow him at La Murray, the NU. That's where you find him on X. La, thanks for coming on Pregame once again.
Hey, thank you. Shout out to Blueski. Get well soon, Terrence Mann. Enjoy the games.
He's on Blueski as well. Coming up next, we will get to an NBA out-of-town scoreboard. Clippers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tip-off is just 17 minutes away. I'm Adam Osland, and you are listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. What up, Jack? You guys see that Lakers score? Just kidding. We laugh now, but what would happen if the Clippers got blown out later tonight? And we cry. Clippers got their own business they need to handle. I'm done talking about the Lakers score and them losing by 41. I'm done talking about it. Mustard. Here we go. Clippers coming out to the court. Led by Cam Christie, it looked like. Cam Christie, Trenton Flowers called up from the G League. Clippers down a few players. I'm excited for this one. I see Coach Lou getting his bag with rotations. Yeah, moves coming probably for the. You know what? I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to talk about them. I ain't here for that. Tip off 15 minutes away. Clippers, Timberwolves. Will Brian Seaman still be eating a burger on the air? Better not be. The burger looked good though. I may have to find one on Sunday. Trying to be good today, but Sunday I'm gonna find that burger. That looked bomb. Clippers and Timberwolves tipping off just 15 minutes from now here at Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Countdown. Coming up, we'll get back to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. But first, let's get to your drive around the league, brought to you by Toyota's electrified lineup, including hybrids, plug-in hybrids, all electrics, and even fuel cell electric vehicles. So you can choose exactly the type you need for your lifestyle. We make it easy. Earlier in Philly, man, it was the Magic winning 106-102 over the Philadelphia 76ers. They did not have Paul George playing in that game. Big bro, I might need your assistance over here because this thing's about to fall over. This Netgear thing's getting pulled on by something. Technical issues here, people. Don't worry. Your boy caught it before it went over. Oh, we're just trying to stay on the air here, Clipper Nation. This thing over here. Oh, no Paul George in that game. But it's the Netgear. If it goes, it goes. This thing went over. I grabbed it. Is it not going to go with it? All right. Sorry, technical issues. We're just trying to stay on the air. Apologize for showing how the sausage was made a little bit. Let's get back to your NBA out of town scoreboard. Late fourth quarter in Milwaukee, the Hawks are up 108-96 with 4:27 left. Giannis Antetokounmpo with 28 9 points. But Milwaukee is going to have to make a fast and furious comeback. The Boston Celtics would win 130-120 at home over the Pistons. Jaylen Brown with 28 and 9 assists in the win. Brooklyn Nets winning 99-90 at home over the Indiana Pacers. Cam Johnson with 26 points in the victory. And oh my God, the Miami Heat won 134-93 over the Los Angeles Lakers. But hey, LeBron got 29. He's not washed. Clippers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tip-off is just about 13 minutes away. This is Clippers Countdown, and coming up next, we got Carlo Jimenez right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. There's this whole, I'll show you guys what I was dealing with here. This thing was going over. In fact, I feel like it's still getting pulled. You see that?
That's not on us, bro. Don't worry about that thing. If it falls, it falls.
If it dies, it dies?
Yeah, because why won't we worried about our stuff?
All right.
It's not going to take this with it if it falls. It's just not plugged into anything of ours.
I feel like there's a lot of wires over here.
Man, what is going on?
What do you mean? Me, smartass? Never. I don't think James Harden is going to play a full half again, guys.
He's going to play a full 2 halves.
All right, never mind. You heard that. Carlo Jimenez put his name on it. Confirmed.
He's not even going to sub out of the game.
What was that burger? Did you see the burger that Brian Seaman had, Carlo?
No.
He brags on how good it is, so I want to try it.
It looked pretty bomb.
It did look good.
Lauren had it today. She also said it was really good.
What?
Yeah.
Who's getting these burgers and why?
You
They're
gotta-
in the media room.
Yeah. Are they?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah.
Right now?
Because I know they're on the concourse.
No, they're in the media room.
Yo.
What media room?
The one we all have access to.
Bro.
That's not fair.
Get us some burgers, dog.
All right. Next time I go down, I'll get you guys some.
No, I
burgers.
mean big bro. Get us some burgers.
Whoa,
Dude, I have to keep
it
us on
just
the air.
saved your life.
Well, fine. I'm gonna go during a national anthem here.
Be Adam's first calories all day.
Only because I typically have to go to the bathroom anyways during that time.
Well, I was going to go before the whole dang IT department showed up.
Clippers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tip-off is just about 11 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back. I'm Adam Osland. It's Clippers Countdown. Still to come. We'll get to your keys to victory, but first, back over to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. So, Carlo, this Minnesota Timberwolves team, they have won 2 straight. 1 win against the Clippers, 1 against the Lakers. It seems like they're trying to right the ship defensively, where they've jumped up 5 spots since the Clippers saw them on Friday night in defensive rating. They went from 12th to 7th. Are you a believer in this team getting back to being that elite defense?
I think I am, only because Minnesota knows and is learning that that's the only way they're going to win a lot of games this year like they did last year, was be one of the best defensive teams. Rudy Gobert said it after our last game, but he said, our identity is defense. We have to get back to being a defensive type ball club. I know they picked up DiVincenzo and Randall in the offseason, who both guys have averaged excellent numbers across their career, especially on efficiency-wise for Dante DiVincenzo. But for this team in Minnesota as a whole, it has always started with defense, and it continues to start with defense. We'll see if they can clamp down the Clippers, who have been, Adam, arguably one of the most consistent defensive teams out west this season.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier how offensively their rating has gone up from its 19th on the season, but it's 11th over the last 10 games. Well, over the last 10 games defensively, they're the second best defense.
Ooh.
So they haven't had any slippage
like
there. They're 5th so far on the season. So my player to watch in this one, with all the guys being out, you know I got Jordan Miller. Who are you going with, Carlo?
No surprise there, Double A. Jordan Miller, good time pick for this Clipper team. Obviously, he has to be excellent with this group, with everybody who's been out. You feel like someone has to have a big game. I'm going to stick with Derrick Jones Jr. He had a great first half last game. He's going to get more touches here tonight. Not only does he have to lock down defensively, but if you can get 20 out of Derrick Jones Jr. tonight, Adam, I think you have a great shot at coming away with the victory.
Carlo Jimenez is on the call. We're 8 minutes away from tip-off. Here at Intuit Dome, Clippers looking to make it 10 straight at home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. It's the Intuit Dome. Dome is home. Clippers and Timberwolves. And coming up next, we'll get your keys to victory right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
Wait, restroom? I hope that's code for media room.
I don't think it is.
Squabble up. 6 Ab has already given up. Let's be honest, we're dropping this game. You must not have watched the Clippers game so far this season.
And do we know what Brian Shaw told us pregame? This is the Clipper way. Underman, second night of a back-to-back.
They get stronger the more you count them out.
Yeah, all you need to know is the higher the odds against them, the greater chance they're going to win the game.
I like Han Solo. Never tell me the odds.
What scene was that?
It's an Empire. When they're going through the asteroid field.
Oh.
C-3PO. The probability of navigating an asteroid field.
Throw it in hyperdrive. I wish I could do a good Chewbacca, but there we go. That's pretty good.
Squabble up. So sick of this commercial.
Why?
Oh, you're not?
Me personally?
Guess I'm alone.
Did you see if he got hired back?
Who?
Farbod?
Sorry, what?
Farbod got a job with the Dodgers.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
He's literally Darth Vader.
I thought he was working for them. Well,
That's what
when was he not?
That's what everyone said. They're like, his job is done.
Wow. Clippers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 6 minutes away. I'm Adam Osland. Let's get to your keys to victory. Last time out, the Clippers turned the Minnesota Timberwolves and their 22 turnovers into 23 points on Friday night. They do struggle with transition defense. They're trying to turn things around in that area, but we know how good the Clippers have been with getting that ball pressure and getting into the airspace of the opposition and making life miserable with Chris Dunn, with Derek Jones on the perimeter. They have dogs who want to guard, who want to compete, who want to make life miserable on Anthony Edwards, who was just 7 of 21 in that game with 21 points against the Clippers in Minnesota on Friday night. And he only had 8 points in their big victory over the Lakers. Try to keep him in this shooting funk because it's likely he's going to try to shoot his way out of it in the first quarter. You got to key in on Ant early and often. Clippers taking on Minnesota. Tip-off just moments away with Carlo Jimenez. You're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.